Shalom Aleichem. Mishnah Yomi is continuing in chapter 4 of Nedarim, Mishnah 6, Mishnah Vav. Hamuder hana mechavero. A man who is the subject of a neder, that he can have no hana, no benefit whatsoever from another. Lo yosh ilenu. He can't lend him anything. Velo yishal mimenu. Or borrow anything from him. The Bartanura points out that really lending him something isn't getting a benefit, it's giving a benefit, but it's sort of it's a gezerah, it's a rabbinical injunction because it's a normal part of everyday life that people who lend things also borrow things. It's a reciprocal relationship. This same concept is famously illustrated in Vayikra, in Leviticus chapter 19, verse 18, in Kedoshim. Kedoshim is a parsha all about being a holy nation, treating each other properly. So the famous pasuk in chapter 19, Lo tikom, do not take revenge, Velo titor, do not bear a grudge, at bnei amecha, to the members of your nation, V'ahavta l'recha kamocha, love your fellow as yourself, Ani Hashem. And on that very verse, the Rashi quotes the Medrash, the Sifra, that when we say don't take revenge, it means if one person refused to lend an item to the other, and the next day, then he asked to borrow something, then the would-be lender shouldn't say, listen, you didn't lend me, so I'm not going to lend you. That's an example of taking revenge. Whereas bearing a grudge, the example would be, well, you didn't lend me, but I'm going to lend you anyway because I'm not stingy like you. So we do see that in a normal, functional, Jewish, Torah-observant society, lending and borrowing is absolutely normal and reciprocal and a very important fact of life. The Mishnah goes on, Lo yalvenu, he should not lend him money, Lo yilva memenu, or borrow money from him. Lo limkorlo, he should not sell him items, Lo yikach mimenu, or buy items from him. Now, back in chapter 3, we said somebody made a neder about a whole group of people could sell them items for less than market value because he's taking a loss. The Tosfos Yantiv here points out this situation is a little different. It's specific to one person. Now, on the subject of borrowing, the Mishnah adds, Amar lo, one man said to another, Hashi leni porotcha, would you please lend me your cow? Amar lo, and the owner of the cow said, Eina penuya, she is not available at the moment. So the would-be lender got very upset, Amar, and he said, Konam, I'm making a ban, a vow, a neder here, Sodi, my field, she'ani chorish ba le'olam, that I will not plow my field using your cow evermore. So apparently they used to borrow this cow regularly to plow the field, and he was so upset that the cow was not lent to him. Maybe he lent things in return, maybe there was a reciprocal sort of expectation here. He got very mad, made a neder. So the Mishnah explains the ramifications here. Im haya darko lahrosh, if the owner of the field himself, it was his derech, his normal manner, he would do the plowing himself. Hu aser, then he can't use that cow to plow the field. V'kol adam mutarin, but other people would be allowed to use that specific cow to plow the field. After all, the neder was, I won't be plowing the field with your cow. Im ein darko lachrosh, if he doesn't plow himself, meaning he hires workers or sharecroppers to do the actual plowing on the field, hu v'chol adam asurin, then what he intended was, the way we normally plow my field, I will never use your cow to plow that field anymore, meaning even through the other people. So him and everyone cannot use that specific cow. Let's go on to Mishnah Zayin with a very important exception to a neder. Hamuder hana mechavero. Someone is the subject of a vow, he can't get hana, ve'ein lo ma yochel, but he has nothing to eat. Holech etzel chenvoni, so the man who is forbidden to give the benefits can go to the chenvoni, the storekeeper, the market where the other man usually gets his food. V'omer, and he can tell the owner, Ish ploni mudar mameni hana. This other guy took a vow against getting any benefit from me. V'eni yodea ma'aseh, but I don't know what to do for him because l'maisa, he has nothing to eat. I want to help him, but I can't help him directly. V'hu noten lo, so then him, the storekeeper, the store owner, can give to the man who's subject to the vow, uval notel mizeh, and then come to the man who can't give the benefits, the man who told him, we're in this tricky situation, and get paid back. The Bartanura points out he can't make him a shaliach, he can't tell the store owner, you are my shaliach to feed him, because that's the same as him doing it himself. But he can just say, listen, we're in this tricky situation, and I don't know what to do, and maybe you know what to do, and he'll come and he'll get paid back. The Mishnah adds it's not just for food. Haya veito livnot, he was in the middle of building a house. Gadero ligdor, fencing a fence. Sadeu liktsor, harvesting a field. And holech etzel polim, he can go to the workers. So maybe the owner, the one who's subject to the neder, ran out of money to pay the workers. He can go and tell the workers, ish ploni muder mimeni hana, he took a vow against getting any benefit from me. Any day say, I'm not sure how I can help him in this situation. I'm a good friend. I'd like to help him, but I can't help him directly because of the neder. Hem osim imo. So the workers will complete their work for the subject of the neder. Ovayin notlin sachar mizeh. Then they can go and take money from the one who was the subject of the neder to not give the benefit. So our sages provided this indirect workaround to sort of, help a person who's in a dire situation, an urgent situation. And it seems to me that the intention here is that when the man who made the neder finds out that his friend has helped him indirectly, he will go to a chacham, go to the sages, and get this neder annulled and make things right with his friend, God willing. Yeshar kol chacham, be well.